I want to talk with you first about how an apartment complex should be run. Do you agree that it's important for a property owner to keep the property and its approaches safe?
Yes.
Do you agree that an owner should take the steps to keep the property safe that a good business person would take?
Yes.
Do you agree that good business owners work hard to keep the property safe?
Yes.
Do you agree that if the property is not kept safe, people can get hurt?
Yes.
Do you agree that if a property is dangerous, the owner should work to lessen that danger?
Yes.
Do you agree that if a property is dangerous, the owner should warn the residents about that danger?
Yes.
Do you agree that if security equipment on the property is broken, the owner should have that equipment fixed?
Yes.
Do you agree that an owner should not buy a property if the owner cannot afford to take care of that property?
Yes.
I want to show you some photographs that have already been tendered and marked in this case. The first is called, is Plaintiff's Exhibit number 16. Do you see what that is?
Yes.
Tell us what that is.
I see a condenser that has open electricity.
Isn't that the motor to the gate at Creekside Forest Apartments?
Now I see it is, yes.
Isn't it true that it's obvious from looking at Plaintiff's Exhibit 16 that that gate motor is not working?
Yeah.
That would be obvious to any criminal who looked at it, right?
Objection to form.
From a practical point, I can tell you that it seems to me that it's broken, it needs to be fixed, and it can be fixed.
Does this Plaintiff's Exhibit 16 look like something you would find at a reasonably safe apartment complex?
Objection to form.
I would say that it seems vacant. I mean, since the property is vacant, and it's arguable whether what steps needs to be taken. It can be fixed and replaced, and get in control again.
I'll object as non-responsive. The question I'm trying to ask you is, does Plaintiff's Exhibit 16 look like something you would see at a reasonably safe apartment complex?
Same objection.
Yes.
Your answer was yes?
My answer was yes. There's a motor here, there's a fence here, it can be fixed.
All right. Does this Plaintiff's Exhibit 16, which I think we agree was a picture of a broken motor, look like the way a good business owner would maintain the property?
No.
All right, I want to show you another picture, which I'll mark as Plaintiff's Exhibit, which has already been marked as Plaintiff's Exhibit number 11. Do you recognize that?
Yeah.
Tell us what it is.
Graffiti?
You recognize where the picture was taken?
No.
Do you recognize this as the back of Creekside Forest Apartment Complex?
Yes, now I recognize it. It's all the way up the hill.
Right. By the basketball court, right?
Yes.
Starting on the far left there, do you know what Zoo Crew means?
No.
Just on the other side of that same building, do you know what 227?
Zero. I don't know anything about it.
All right. Do you know what Big B's South means?
No.
You know what 20 Gang is?
No.
You know what Ape Shit is?
No.
Did you ask anybody what those
No.
things mean? Does this look like something you would find at a reasonably safe apartment complex?
Yeah. There are many places here in New York, and this is my perception is always applying to what I see at home. And this wouldn't mean anything. I mean, graffiti is a common thing, and you can find it in the best areas of New York State. You can find some very horrible graffiti. It just comes the next day. You repaint it, and you get rid of it. It's a process, and you'll clean it. Graffiti is not a sign of a neighborhood.
Well, does 20 Gang, does that sound like it might be a gang to you?
When I would look at it, I wouldn't read it 20 Gang.
You wouldn't think that 20 Gang was a gang?
No, I wouldn't think so. No.
Okay. And I want to go back. I'm not sure I heard your answer to the question. Do you think that Plans Exhibit 11 is something you would see at a reasonably safe apartment complex?
Objection to form.
Yes.
Does Plans Exhibit 11 look like the way a good business owner would maintain the property?
No.
I'm going to show you now what's already been marked as Plans Exhibit 14. Do you recognize Plans Exhibit 14?
Yes.
Tell us what it is.
It's one of the buildings in the back.
Back of Creekside Forest?
Yes.
All right. This shows a lot of vacant, boarded up apartments, right?
Correct.
It wouldn't be hard for someone to remove that press board covering and hide out in there, would it?
No, it wouldn't be very hard.
And in fact, I think you knew that there were squatters on the property, right?
Yes.
Does Plans Exhibit 14 look like a reasonably safe apartment complex?
I really don't know how to answer this.
Does Plans Exhibit 14 look like the way a good business owner would maintain the property?
No.
Objection to form.